Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. In our last class, we studied about our third chapter, that is chapter number 3, citizenship. In this chapter, we had completed the first page of introduction in which there were there was one incident which I told you about, that was about Rajul. So Rajul and his grandfather were talking and they both had a conversation about the citizenship or about the society. So by that they came the Rajul, that child came to know many things about the society and how does the citizenship works, or what is meant by citizenship, and what are the responsibilities of being a citizen of any of the country. So let me give you a small brief about what we had learned in the last class. So basically we learned about the family that is a social institute for a child. Why? Because a child learns everything about the society from his family, and for a child the first society in which he comes into contact is called as the first thing which he comes in contact with is his family. So for a child, the family which he is born in gives him or teaches him everything which he needs to. Slowly after he grows up, and slowly when he starts meeting different people, becomes he starts to come in contact with the other society. And same way, slowly as he grows, he goes to school, and then over there he makes new friends, he has met his family, or and this way a child slowly grows and he comes into contact with the society, and he learns many things from the society. So now I'm going to explain you this relation with various institution, right? Suppose a boy or a girl is born, and for him the first society or the first circle is the family. See, as you can see it over here, here is the first circle of family, right? Then see, I'm going to read it over here. Along with being a member of the family, you are also a student of your school. So as a child grows, or as a child is born, he first meets his family and slowly he goes to school, right? And he has learned new responsibilities, and he has different duties to perform in the school as well. For example, maintaining relationship with your co-students and having a healthy attitude towards the school are some of them. So what are the responsibilities or the duties if you are going to school? So the first thing is we should have a good relation with our co-students, that is our classmates, right? Another thing is have a healthy attitude. What should we have? A healthy attitude. We should never think that the school is against us. We should always think that the school is teaching us many things, and we should take it positively everything, and that is a duty of a students. Apart from this, the person who is born in India has duties to perform towards his village, taluka, district, nation, and the world as a citizen. See, so over here what is it telling about basically is, if you are born in a particular country, or for example you are born in India, so for an Indian it is also necessary, or it is also his duty to look after or to perform the duties of his village, taluka, or district. And also he has the responsibility or the duties to perform for the nation and the world as well. So, as a citizen, you have to follow or perform all the duties and all the necessary rules and regulations for not only for your family but for your village, taluka, district, state, country, and to the world. So here is the relationship. See, as you have seen that our we as a citizen have so many duties to perform, and we have to follow so many rules and regulations. Now, after listening to everything his Dadaji told him, Rajul joined his mother in cleaning of cupboard, where he found a card on one of the shelves. So, while talking to Dadaji, his grandfather, Rajul afterwards went to his mother and joined him for the cupboard cleaning. There, while cleaning the cupboard, he found one card in the shelves, right? So he asked his mother that, "What is this, mommy?" So the mother replied, "This is the voter ID card of your father." So what did her mother replied? That he that this card is voter ID card and this is of yours. This is of your father. It has some information and his photograph on it. So on that card there was given some information and photograph of his father was there. You come to know about the residential proof of the owner of the voter ID card too. So along with the voter ID card, it also has information about residence, right? Address. We have the address on our voter ID card, and that is our residential proof as well. So there are two proofs in one card, that is the citizen or the voter ID card is a proof that this person is eligible to vote, and along with there is other information. See here, you can see the address and here is the photograph. So you can see different information about a person on a voter ID card. So the voter ID card must be with the person as a document for voting. So while going to vote, the person should have this voter ID card because it is a document, compulsory document. You should have the voter ID card, then only you are allowed to vote. So in India, each and every citizen who is 18 years and above has the right to vote. So as we all know that our India is a democratic country, right? So over here we elect our representative, or we elect the head which is going to rule India, right? So if a person is citizen of India, right? If a person is born in India and he lives in India, then the person who is 18 years and above, right? The person who is 18 years and above has the right to vote. So the person who is 18 years and above, they have the right to vote. The voter ID card is an authentic document of being a citizenship. So, if you don't have a voter ID card, you are not allowed to vote. But if you are a citizen of India and you are above 18 years of old or 18 years, you have the right to elect your representative. So it is compulsory to have the voter ID card to vote. And this voter ID card is the authentic document. This is an important or an authentic document of being a citizenship. This ID card proves that you are the citizen of India. So here you can see the election ID card, right? See, here are the information in two languages. You can see if you are in Gujarat, or you live in Gujarat, see, you can see the language, two different languages. It is written in Hindi, sorry, it is written in Gujarati as well as English. That is your name, your father's name, then your birth date, then here is your address, right? So everything is mentioned in your voter ID card. So it is very important that if you are above 18 years of age, you should have a voter ID card. So here I am going to stop. We will continue our chapter in the next class. Thank you.